actually zoomed in. Can I? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Best Virginian here. This week, I have a couple minor little housekeeping things to go over. First, I'm going to stop doing the Fallout expectations as far as part of the history videos. I'm just going to separate the two. That way, when Fallout 76 comes out, people can watch the videos about the people, places, and things in West Virginia and not have the speculation part. I will keep making those, but they'll be in a separate video. They might have to go up later in the week. And second of all, I got some feedback about not having a coffee cup in last week's episode, but it has ice cream in it because I was hungry. When people think about West Virginia, they might think of the Mountaineer, they might think of WU, they might think of the Rocket Boys. But in 2005, with the release of the West Virginia State Quarter, a lot of people associated the New River Gorge Bridge with West Virginia. There it is, New River Gorge Bridge. And I had never really done a lot of research on the New River Gorge Bridge. We're going to have to go to Fayette County. That's in kind of the southeastern part of the state. I'll put a picture up here pointing to it. Construction began for the bridge 1979 in June, and it was completed October 22nd, 1977. The bridge cost $37 million to build. For many years, it was the world's longest single-span arch bridge. The roadway of the New River Gorge Bridge is 876 feet above the New River, and it's currently the third highest vehicle bridge in the United States. When it was originally built on US Route 19, the trip across the New River, you had to go down through several hills and back roads. Took about 45 minutes to actually cross the New River. Once this bridge was built, the same trip was narrowed down to under a minute. It's fascinating how they built it, because you see this bridge, it's huge, it's massive. I'm glad I'm not an engineer, because I would have never figured out the way they went about building this bridge. They actually they built two towers, and they ran a 3-inch steel cable across it, and they used that as a trolley and kind of built from the outside in until they put the final piece of the arch in the middle, and then they built the road deck on top of that. It took a little bit over 3 years to build. They actually used, I'll put some pictures up here. If you look at the pictures, it looks like the steel they're using is very rusted. But it's supposed to. They use core tin steel, which is a metal alloy that never has to be painted because the outer layer rapidly weathers. Once the outside layer is weathered, the layer underneath actually is very well protected from weathering. The process of weathering can take 6 months in natural conditions, but in controlled conditions with the right chemicals added, it can take less than a week for the outside layer, this alloy, to look completely rusted. There are several small coal towns that can be explored when you go to the New River Gorge. You have the absolute ghost towns of Kmore and Sewell that are completely abandoned. It's actually quite the trek to these locations. You also have Thurmond and Nuttleburg, which aren't completely abandoned, but they're nowhere near the size they were when they were in their coal heyday. what's there to do here? It's a big bridge. It's pretty. It's fancy. There's several outlook places. It's believed to be one of the most photographed places in West Virginia. But every year, the third Saturday of October this year, 2018, it falls on the 20th. It's Bridge Day. People parachute off the bridge. There are demonstrations of rappelling and base jumping. The first Bridge Day was held in 1980 when 2 people parachuted from an airplane onto the bridge, and then 5 people parachuted off the bridge. And every year it's grown, it's gotten a little bit bigger, and they actually do a lot of festivities around it. It's not just the jumping off the bridge. There's a 5K, there is a bridge jam, which is several live concerts, and a chili festival. So that's a little bit of the history on the New River Gorge Bridge. It's just a fascinating piece of architecture. It's really cool. It's neat that something like this is the thing that gets most associated with this great state of ours. Make sure to subscribe, comment, leave a like. If you ever have a suggestion, put a suggestion in front of your suggestion down in the comments. I believe... I shouldn't speculate like that. So, thank you, and don't forget to stay wild, stay wonderful. Welcome to West Virginia.